Greetings. This is Tom, WB8LCD. Welcome to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Incorporated Thursday night 2-meter net here on the K8IV repeater system. I'll be using the club call K8BF for the net. This repeater system also accepts inputs from EchoLink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater receiver is located in Sugarbush Knolls using a PL tone of 118.8 plus EchoLink through the K8BF-L EchoLink node. I'll be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into the net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS to check in and say hello. Everybody's welcome. PCARS meets the second Monday of each month at 7 p.m., and that's coming up soon. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. The post is located at 1945 Mogador Road, and if you can make it out this coming Monday, we'd love to see you there. The PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet at the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for EchoLink check-ins since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your call sign, name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call as I get them. Please be aware that the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout. So first off, we will take EchoLink check-ins and only EchoLink. I'm going to go down the list, and I'll call each one as I see them on the list. So I'm going to start with Bob, WB8OVQ. Good evening, Bob. How you doing?
Weather. I'm warming up. Just hope it stays this way for Dayton. I've been struggling trying to keep up with mode. There's faster than I can mow. Every time I go to mow, it rains. And what else is happening? Not much. That's about it. Back to the net. This is WB8OVQ.
All right, Bob. Well, I didn't think too many people would be out there tonight. It's kind of chilly in doing their lawn work, so glad to have you on the net here. Next up, Karen, WD8BIW. Good evening, Karen.
Hi, I'm on there. Hi, this is Karen, WD8BIW. I want to say hi to everybody and say a special hello to Jenny. And, yeah, the weather's getting better, and it has a little ways to go here before I'm happy with it. And getting excited for Dayton. Hopefully we'll have some nice warm weather for that. That would be really nice. And, yeah, I know everybody's having trouble with their yard work, getting it done in between the raindrops here. But hopefully everybody's getting everything done that they want to. And that's about all I have. And back to the net.
All right, Karen. Appreciate you checking in here tonight. And just as an FYI, Jennifer is not with me tonight. She's staying at an aunt's house, so she's not going to be on the air here tonight. But once again, she always appreciates everyone that says hi to her on the net. And so do I. Next up here, we got Gary, WB2RPW in Eatontown, New Jersey. Go ahead, Gary.
K8BF in the group, WB2RPW. Gary in Eatontown, New Jersey. Very good evening to everybody on the net. Let's see what's going on. I guess it was about 55 or 60 today over here, and pretty nice weather. A little cool, but not bad. And we're going to eventually get the Flex 6300 set up at the Elmer's house. He's got to get a couple cables, but we'll get that done. So we'll eventually get back on the air. So I'm looking forward to that, and get some mileage out of my Benzer and pound some brass. So we're looking forward to that. And Tom, if you'd pass a hello to Jenny when you run into her, appreciate it. And but other than that, just keeping the feet up today and trying to relax. K8BF.
Hey, Gary. Hey, appreciate you being out there, and hope you get to relax a little bit. And I will pass on to Jenny that she had some people saying hello to her tonight. So once again, we appreciate that. All right, next up for us is Ray, AK6NS, and I know you're in sunny California, but I can't remember the city, Ray, so go ahead and fill us in on that.
This is AK6NS Ray in beautiful Northern California, Auburn, California. It's about 40 minutes north of Sacramento, and the reason that's significant is it finally stopped raining here, and so that just means I get to go out and hopefully put my greenhouse back up and get back to mowing the lawn. And the reason it's significant with Sacramento is it looks like we're going to have our first 90-degree day here in Sacramento in about 2 days' time. So it's kind of like the sublime to the ridiculous. It went from extreme rain and a little bit chilly back to, oh my goodness, it must be summertime. And with that, I'll turn it back over to the net. AK6NS back to the net.
All right, Ray, appreciate it, and always good to hear you on the net. And yeah, we living in Northeast Ohio understand how the weather can change, although we can get 3 seasons in an afternoon. It doesn't take a couple of days. So, you know, come back and visit next time you want to experience that. All right, Tim, W8HFZ, over to you, sir.
K8BF in the net from W8HFZ. Good evening, one and all. Name here is Tim, Tango India Mike, located in Uniontown, Ohio, just up the road a piece from Bob and Karen. And like a lot of the folks around here, really getting excited for Dayton. Hard to believe it's just 1 week away. And trying to get yard work done. But like everybody else, is battling all this wetness. I was just out in the backyard today, and it was squishy. Well, won't be mown today, but maybe the next time. So with that, I'll say 73s. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and look forward to checking into the net next week from Dayton. K8BF in the net, W8HFZ, 73.
All right, Tim, good to hear you, and I can identify with squishy. That's kind of the way my yard is out here, too. All right, next up, I've got iPhone user W8KFW. I believe that's Carl.
Okie doke. Good evening, everybody. And Kenny out there, if you're listening, hello. And just want to get in here and say hello. And now that the weather's getting warmer, I can finally try to get my truck back together and get out there and do some photos. looking forward to field day. More than likely, if everything turns out okay this week, I'll be going, but we shall see. And that's about it over here. Looking forward to the next meeting coming up on, I believe it's coming up on Monday, so that's probably about it over here. Back to net, W8KFW, by the way, yeah. The name is not ICOM user, the name is Carl. I got to change that. 7.
I got you there, Carl, and we'll look for you at the club meeting coming up on Monday night. That's coming up real soon here. All right, next up on the list, and the list keeps growing, K8RIQ. Sean, go ahead. Good to hear from you.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kilo Echo 8 Romeo India Quebec. Sean calling from Ravenna. I will not be going to convention next week, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just excited for getting ready for that warm weather. Tired of the cold. Played a little bit of radio last week. I was just doing some PCARS. I was kind of out in the sticks, so I really didn't get any contacts. So I'm hoping maybe this weekend, maybe venture out to Cleveland and maybe get some PCARS contacts that way. So back to the net.
All right, Sean, good to hear you on here tonight, and appreciate you checking in. Ralph, N8BAY, over to you, sir.
K8BF, this is N8BAY. Good evening, Jim, and everyone listening. I just wanted to stop in this evening and just say hello to everyone. We've had hummingbirds this week over here in Stowe for the better part of this week, and we saw our first oriole today, which was pretty exciting. We normally only see them for a couple days, and then they disappear. So today was the first day we saw an oriole, and that was exciting for us. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great Friday tomorrow and a great weekend. K8BF, this is N8BAY, back to net control.
All right, Ralph, hey, good to hear from you. Glad those hummingbirds are starting to come around. We've got a feeder out here, too, and they're beginning to at least circle around, so we know they're out there. They remember that this is one of their stops over the course of the summer. All right. One more on the list here, K8PJW. Phil, we don't hear you all that often, so come on in and let us know what's going on.
We were a little bit on hiatus. We were helping my brother-in-law get moved into a better situation that he could afford, so that took a little while, and then now we're just getting caught up with everything, appointments, all that kind of stuff. And now we're getting into a season where we help the Rotary hand out scholarships and that kind of stuff, so that's always a lot of fun. Looking for some more travel coming up. I got a wedding in the middle of May and another one in June over in Europe, so we'll be spending some time in Germany visiting relatives, and that'll be a lot of fun before we kind of stay put for a little while. So that's all I have for right now. I'll hand it back to you. This is K8PJW, back to the net.
All right. Well, hey, good to hear you, Phil. Glad you're getting caught up. Although, hey, taking a trip in Germany, that sounds fun, too. Although I don't think people should get married in the middle part of May, because you never know what that might interfere with. Actually, I know what it would interfere with, so... we'll leave that at that. But good to hear you on the net here tonight. Thank you for checking in. All right, this is K8BF. My name's Tom, and my call WB8LCD. I'm your net control operator here this evening. And that takes us through the entire list on EchoLink, and I'm going to put it out there now for any local RF check-ins that have announcements or news for the net. please call K8BF now. Crickets. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm a officer. I am the vice president of PCARS, so I'm going to give you a couple of things to think about here. Coming up Monday, May 11th, coming up real soon, is the PCARS monthly meeting, and it's going to be featuring Mike Bryce, WB8VGE, and he's going to be doing a presentation on old radio repair and restoration. So that should be a good presentation. He's doing it in person at the American Legion, so we'll look forward to seeing him there, and I hope a lot of you guys will come out and give him a good welcome. He did one other presentation for our club at a Freeze Your Acorns Off, and this has got to be 15-plus years ago. So we haven't seen Mike in a while, but he puts on a good presentation. After that, on a Monday, on the 13th, we've got the FlexNet at 8 p.m., and that's going to be at 7.295 megahertz, and it's amplitude modulation, AM. So that if you haven't had a chance to play with that, that's coming up on May 13th. And then, of course, the weekend, May 15, 16, and 17, of course, some of us start out on May 14th, is Hamvention. And I just want to impress upon you, if you're not planning on going, you might want to give it one last chance, even if you can only make it for a day. It's the greatest show on earth, and I hope that I get to see a lot of you guys there. All right, more stuff. Field Day is coming up on June 27th and 28th. Put a save the date out on your calendar for that. Then Trunk Fest, the PCARS Trunk Fest is going to be July 11th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You'll be seeing more information on that at different places. And finally, for this evening, Roast Your Acorns Off. That's a new one coming up on July 25th. That's going to be taking place out at Lake Milton State Park. Just something new, and kind of a program run along the same lines as Freeze Your Acorns Off, but we hope by July 25th it's going to be warm here. All right. That's it for my announcements. Anyone else out there with any announcements for the net, please call K8BF now.
Kilo Papa 4 Victor Zulu, Mike from Manuel.
Kilo Papa 4 Victor Zulu. Mike, I finally think I've got that down. Go ahead with your announcements and with your regular check-in at the same time.
Tom, well, I want to remind everyone, you mentioned 27 June and 28. Well, I need help, guys. I really need help. Okay, I need technicians. Without technicians, we can run the Agora station, right? And you know, Agora contact, Agora QSO is 5 points, so it's more like a regular QSO. So I know there's a couple technicians. I checked the list. 2 of them have replied, so I have a 24 hours operation. I may have like maybe 4 hours covered, so I need help. I'm willing to do 24 operation. We're going to have 2-3 antennas, radios, backup radio, generators, snacks, drinks. So I need technicians. So any technician that you guys know, it doesn't have to be a member. So anyone you know is a technician, say, hey, let's come, let's have fun. Tom, that's all I have. Back to you, Tom. This is Kilo Papa 4 Victor Zulu.
All right, Mike, we'll put the word out on that. Do they have to be a technician, or can they just be somebody that comes in and is maybe have an interest in amateur radio?
If they come in for nothing, we will have some charts. We will talk to them. And also, it can be a general and extra, but if somebody has not made contact like in years and years, and so want to come back and maybe learn about FT8 or something else, so they also can be part of the station. Tom, back to you.
All right, we'll be talking about that and seeing if we can't drum up some business for you. Appreciate that. Any other announcements, please call K8BF now.
W8NET.
W8NET. Gene, go ahead with your announcements and then anything else you've got to say for the net here tonight.
Good evening, Tom and the net. W8NET, Gene in Brimfield, Ohio. We have our POTA SIG on Tuesday on the, what's the date? Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. at the World Trade headquarters of PCARS. Please be there. We will be discussing a couple things about the POTA and maybe doing a POTA SIG meeting in June in a park. So we have fun, and please be here for the POTA SIG, W8NET.
All right, Gene, thank you for bringing that up. And boy, if you want to do something with ham radio, next week is your week. We've got the meeting on Monday, the POTA SIG on Tuesday, the FlexNet on Wednesday. Then we've got this net on Thursday, and some of us will be checking in via EchoLink from Hamvention, and then we've got Hamvention for the rest of the weekend. So hey, that's a pretty good week. Hope to hear or see you all someplace in all that. All right, any other comments? Announcements or news for the net? Please call K8BF now. Then I'm going to go back out and just start taking general call check-ins, but I want to start with Bob N8QE because I saw his call sign on the EchoLink list, and he's at the top of my page, and I don't want to miss him. So Bob N8QE, are you out there?
Yeah, good evening to you, Tom, and everybody else on the net. Yeah, I'm here. I'm on RF. I just was looking to see if EchoLink was working, and it is. So obviously Jim and the others have gotten it working good, and it's working good. I cut grass today because I know it's going to start raining again. So my grass is a little bit muddy in the back, but it still was cuttable. Of course, looking forward to Monday's PCARS meeting. That's always a good time. Ready for Hamvention. Got my tickets, got my reservations. Looking forward to that. And for the last couple days, I've been working the America 250 ARRL contest as W1AW Slant 8, and that has been a lot of fun. I've got about 175 contacts so far. Other than that, everybody have a great evening, N8QE.
Hi, Bob. Hey, that gets you in, and I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate you being at the top of the list, and now I don't have to scratch out and put you in someplace else. So, but I don't have your EchoLink box marked, so we know you checked in via RF. All right, next check-in. Please call K8BF.
K8BF, this is K8IV.
K8IV. A call we don't hear all that often, but certainly enjoy hearing you, Ed. How you doing?
Doing well. Well, you hear it about every 10 minutes or so on an IDs. But anyway, what a beautiful day today. Way overdue. I think I hear all the common denominators. Looking forward to the meeting next week, Monday, and also going down to Dayton. As Bob said, I got my tickets today, too, so I don't know why I put that off so long. Of course, got the motel room, you know that. A few other things set up, but I just didn't get tickets. So today I finally stopped at the X and picked up my tickets and a couple of T-shirts. So I did get one lawn mowed today here in Brimfield, Kent, for Angie's house. I was going to do mine, and I started putzing around some radio stuff at the house, and never got that one. I mean, it's not too far along. It should be all right, but I got areas I can't mow. It's like Bob. I got areas where I went out to do way back up. I get a couple acres, and I got way in the back area, which usually is never wet. It was so wet I had to drop the thing in a four-wheel drive just to get it through. That would have been been ugly, so I had to stop that area. Again, that was a couple days ago. I think that's about it. Everybody sounds good. I'll send it back to you, Tom. This is K8IV. I'm clear.
All right, Ed. Hey, good to hear you on the net here tonight. And I've just noticed a new call sign pop up on the EchoLink board, so I'm going to go take that check-in. Kilo India 4 OZQ. Go ahead, sir.
This is K8BF. Appreciate Tom picking me up. And first, here's Matt. First time checking in. I'm located in Lenore City, Tennessee. We got 55 degrees, and it was a pretty day today. And yeah, just thought I would check in on the net and see what was going on. So Tom, I'll turn the net back over to you. K8BF, back to net control. 73, and God bless everybody. K8BF, back to net control.
All right, Matt, pleasure having you in our net here tonight. And I know where Lenore City, Tennessee is. I lived in Knoxville for a couple of years of college at UT there, so I consider myself kind of a Tennessean. Or a volunteer, I guess, would be a better way to call it. But wondering, I noticed you have a KI4 call. How long you been a ham, Matt?
Oh, I've been a ham many years. I'm 54 now. I just got my license renewed, so a friend of mine from church, he helped me get it renewed. So I'm good for another 10 years. So yeah, I've been a ham. Gosh, I don't know when I got my ticket. I think it was like 2005 or something like that. But anyway, I've been an amateur radio operator quite a few years. So yeah, I just recently renewed my license and everything, so I'm good for another 10 years. So back over to you, Tom. K8BF, back to net control.
All right, well, hey, we're glad you checked in here tonight, and thank you for making us your first-time stop here this week. And we're on here every week at 8 p.m., and you're always welcome to check in and tell us what's going on there in the beautiful hills of East Tennessee. All right, appreciate it, and I'll now go back to regular check-ins. Next station, please call K8BF.
W8AR.
W8AR. Good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, real good, Tom. This is Walton, Stowe, Ohio. And this is my first check-in ever. I come to the meetings, but I haven't remembered most of the time. So today I actually set an alarm so I'd stop in and say hello, because I actually like these local ham nets, and so I thought I'd stop in. I've been trying to, I've been accomplishing it. I've been programming some of my VHF, UHF radios, and that's been taking up my time. I have a Yaesu 60R, and I've been hand programming that. RT Systems has spoiled me, and so, but I got most of it in there. So anyways, I just thought I'd stop tonight and say hello. Luckily, I remembered, and I set an alarm on my phone to drop in here. So thank you for having me. K8BF, W8AR.
All right, well, hey, you're always welcome to check in here. We're right in the neighborhood with you, and appreciate you stopping by and saying hi here tonight. And that hand programming a VHF radio, a handheld especially, hey, takes a certain skill set, and congratulations on getting that done. All right, we'll look for you further on down the log here, Walt. Thanks for stopping by. Next check-in, please call K8BF.
W8KNO, Joe in Hiram.
W8KNO, Joe, good to hear you there from Hiram. Go ahead.
Good evening to everyone who's checked in on the net. It's good to hear you. For Gary, last week I told you I expected snow on Friday morning. Well, it didn't occur, but Saturday morning it was here. So we did get the thing. And let's see, I had something else to say, but I forgot what it is. So back to you, Tom. K8BF, W8KNO.
All right, Joe. Yeah, I saw that snow just a little bit before noon on Saturday. There was none that stuck to the ground around here, but I was in the car and I could see it splattered on the windshield. So we did get it. That counts. All right. Well, hey, good to hear that you're out there and doing well, and just look for you again next week. Well, we'll look for you next week at the meeting and on the net. Appreciate it, Joe. This is K8BF, and my name's Tom, WB8LCD, Net Control Operator. If you'd like to be the next check-in, please call K8BF now.
K8BF, November Romeo 8 Whiskey, Russ in Edinburgh Township.
All right, Russ, go ahead with your comments, sir.
I'm glad you're hearing me on the radio. I just replaced the antenna for this thing. The coax on my other antenna was bad, and that the Hamfest at the Medios, I bought a cheap little 2-meter 440 antenna, and I just got done putting it on. Anyway, I spent the majority of the day on a garage roof out by Lake Milton at our farm, replacing sheets of plywood, and I finished up the best I could and then covered it with a tarp. So I'm going to have to go back when I can get a couple of extra pairs of hands and put some shingles up. And other than that, it was a beautiful day for it. Not too hot, not too cold. So my wife was giving me the business about getting that done before it rained. So that's it for me. 73 to everybody on the net, and I'll hand it back to you, Tom. NR8W, I'll be clear with K8BF.
All right, and okay on your wife giving you the business there, but I think getting that done for her today, she ought to double your allowance for hamvention coming up here. So you might ask for that. Tell her I said so. All right, next check-in for the PCARS net. Please call K8BF now.
K8TOA.
K8TOA. Greg, go ahead, sir.
Okay, good evening, Tom, and everybody else out there. Doing a great job as usual. All right, well, yes, it was not a bad day. We never had any rain, and the clouds and the sun, so back and forth, but wasn't too bad. I had a project I'm working on outside, so I spent most of the day out there working on that. But other than that, yes, looking forward to seeing everybody Monday at the club meeting there at the Legion Post there in Kent. So that's going to be a good night. And pretty much that's about it. I don't have much else to say. So 73s, everybody take care, and I am going to hit the sack. So 73s, K8BF, K8TOA.
All right, Greg. Well, good to hear from you. And I guess you're all tuckered out from your little project there. All right. And let me remind everybody that Our speaker for Monday night, Mike Bryce, will be there in person, and I promise you that there's going to be a couple of things going on Monday night that will at the very least be interesting, and at the very most be very entertaining. So I hope you'll come out for all that, and I hope you will come out and buy lots of 50-50 tickets. Got a couple of good 50-50 prizes, so you might come home with something other than a hat. But we'll look forward to seeing you Monday night. All right, next check-in, please call K8BF.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Bravo Alpha, Ken in Ravenna.
KE8OBA, Ken, Ravenna, I got you there. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, well, good evening, everybody. Tell Jenny I said hello. And, yeah, not much else going on. I've kind of been tinkering around with cleaning up a little bit there, and I found a whole bunch of wire, which is not unusual around here. I got wire strung everywhere, so I found a couple pieces, and I had one that was 25 foot and one that was about 35 foot. So I got my 31-foot mast, put it up there, and I elevated a 35-foot, I guess you'd call it a counterpoise wire, an elevated radial. I call it a lazy L. I'm using it right now. It's working pretty good. So put a little 4-to-1 bound on it there. So I got one a vertical leg at 25 feet and a 35 foot for elevated radial. And it works out pretty good. So other than that, there's not much else going on. I've just been tinkering. So everybody have a good one there, good weekend, and I'll catch everybody on Monday and Tuesday. K8OBA, back to net.
All right, Ken. Always good to try different things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but sounds like you hit the jackpot there. All right, next check-in, please call K8BF.
KD8WCK, Rick in Shalersville.
KD8WCK, Rick, we got you there from Shalersville. Go ahead.
Thank you, Tom. It's always nice to hear the net. Not a whole lot going on up here. When this net's over with, I'm going to be on a Hellschreiber net on 40 meters. If anybody's interested, it's at 7069.500. But and it runs about an hour. It's fun stuff. Anyway, sounds like people are getting ready for Hamvention. I'm regretting not signing up to go this year, but this just isn't the year. So hopefully next time. It's great. I would certainly recommend anybody go. If they've got any doubt in their minds, don't have a doubt, because it's a wonderful show. Back to net, this is KD8WCK.
All right, well, thank you for those comments. And I'm going to be there this year with Jenny, KD8LIR. She's wanted to go the last couple of years with me, and I've always told her, I got to be in the booth with the ARRL and spending some time doing those kind of things. And since I'm not going to be required to be there this year, I told her that this might be her best shot at getting there. So she's going to go with me. We're going to be there from Thursday night till Sunday afternoon. We're going to see everything and do everything and have a good time. So I'm sure she'll get it. She's already been asking me if she's going to see other people from the club, and I know she'll be looking for you there. All right, next check-in, please call K8BF.
N8WCP, Mike in Rootstown.
N8WCP, Mike, we got you in there from Rootstown. Go ahead with your comments, sir.
Well, I really wish it was a rich town, and we were the rich ones. Hey, good evening, everybody, and yes, please pass my hellos on to Jenny, and hopefully she enjoys going to Hamvention with Dad. No, not a whole lot. You know, it's been a good week so far. Got the grass cut tonight, which is had to get done because I know we're going to have some wet weather coming up here in the next couple of days. But heard Ralph mention about orioles and hummingbirds, and we've had them around now for about a week. And hopefully the orioles will stick around all year long like they did last year and start a new generation of orioles while they're housed over here in Richtown. And good to hear the net very busy. I'm kind of curious how many check-ins. Sounds like a very busy night, and as usual, you're doing a fabulous job running the net. So we'll say 73, wish everyone a good evening, and for those going down to Hamvention, I hope the weather's in your favor and everyone has a great time. And WCP.
All right, Mike. Well, hey, to answer your question, including net control, we're up to 22. And you know, everybody's been free with the comments, and that's always good. It makes the net a lot interesting when people have something to say other than just here's another bean for the count. But yeah, it's been fun talking to everybody here tonight. And while we're talking about birds, you get the same birds year after year. And my parents lived over in Westlake. And they had a pool in their backyard. And every year they had this one duck come, and he was missing 1 foot. And I'm not kidding. He was there every year, and he'd be in their pool swimming around in circles. And it was just crazy to watch. But we knew it was the same guy because of his disability, I guess. So. Yeah, birds are fun. All right, anyone else out there? And I know there's some that are listening and thinking that you're probably going to, maybe check in. Well, now would be a good time. This is K8BF. Please call.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot X-Ray Kilo, Bill in Hudson.
All right, I've got KF8FXK. Is that right, Bill?
Yep, you got it perfect.
All right, good to hear you there, Bill, from Hudson. Go ahead and give us your comments.
Thanks. Thanks, Tom, for running the net. Just still a new amateur radio operator here with my technician license. Still sort of playing around with antennas and my equipment. Sitting for the general exam in a couple of weeks. And I'm just thankful you can hear me, and as I'm still playing with my setup here. But thanks for running the net, and thanks for giving me a minute.
Well, you got all the time you need, Bill, and you're not too far from where the receive site is up here in Sugarbush Knolls. The receive site's located real close to the intersection of Lake Martin Drive and State Route 43. So you're kind of in our backyard here. But hey, I will also tell you, I don't know how long you've been listening, but Field Day is coming up in June, the 27th and 28th. And one of our members is going to be operating what they call a Get on the Air station. And it's designed to get people like yourself, relatively new hams or hams that haven't been on the air in a while, but particularly new techs who haven't had a chance to play too much with HF. And he's looking for operators to come out and make a few cues at Field Day. So if you're not doing anything on that weekend of the 27th and 28th, you might want to come out and check us out. We'll be out at Freedom Park. I guess it's in Freedom Township, a little bit north of here. And if you've not heard about our meeting coming up on Monday, just let me know, and I'll get information over to you. So if you'd like to come out and meet us in person, we'd love to meet you. We've got a guy coming in who's going to be talking about amateur radio repair and restoration, and it should be a good show. All right, any other comments for us, Bill?
No, thanks so much for the information. I just logged into the website here, and I'm going to play around there a little bit and see what else you have going on, but really appreciate the background and the information.
Right, Well, hey, we'd love to have you come out and check us out and get to know some of us. Great group of people, and we just got a lot of fun things going on. In fact, next week there's something going on almost every night if you were so inclined. So good to make your acquaintance here. And actually, you're the third check-in we've had tonight who has said that this is your first check-in to our net. So we really appreciate you guys and hope to meet you in person one of these days soon. All right, this is KBF, and I'm looking for anyone else that's out there. Please call now.
You hit KNO recheck?
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
I have a question for Mike. Did you fill the two slots for the 40-meter station for field day?
Mike, any WCP, go ahead.
Monday night, so thank you, Tom. W8KNO.
All right, are you looking to get signed up for a position there, Joe?
Yes, with daylight coming earlier and earlier, he had 2 open slots, 2 to 4 and 4 to 6, and I was going to volunteer for the 4 to 6.
Okay, we'll pass that along, and maybe we'll get you in there. Just got a note on that, and W8KNO. All right, anyone else out there that would like to check in, please call K8BF now.
Kilo Foxtrot, Alpha Delta Quebec, Joe in Brimville Township.
All right, let's go with Alpha Delta Quebec. Go ahead, I think that's Joe.
That is correct. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Delta Quebec, Joe. Well, not to sell you a broken record, but I am very excited will be my first trip down to Hamvention. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to hopefully seeing some new stuff. I know ICOM teased a new radio that is supposed to be there, and kind of hoping that Kenwood finally shows off radio they've been teasing for a while that I've got a pre-order DX Engineering on. It'd be really nice if they surprise us all and drop it there, and somehow DX Engineering has a few and allows us to grab them if we have a reservation. Hopefully going to be able to make it to the meeting on Monday. That sounds like a very interesting topic. I actually went to trade school for electronics repair, so that is something that I guess I have formal training in. And my namesake, my uncle, who I was named for, actually was a radio tube repairman back in the days of tubes. So I've got some history in old radios, so I'm very curious to see what that is. So hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday, and hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll say KF8 ADQ, back to net.
Joe, well, hey, I'll just tease you a little further here. Mike Bryce, he works on all kinds of stuff, but I believe he's very, very well versed in sorting out old Heathkit gear. And the nice thing about old Heathkit gear is that, you know, yeah, it's got tubes and stuff in it, but all the wiring for most of it is point-to-point, and all of it is accessible because it was made to be, you know, put together by hams, and you know, there's a lot of that stuff available that you'll see out in the flea market at Hamvention. So you might come listen to Mike if you get a chance, and then actually go back out and find something that you want to play with, and maybe bring it back to life, because that's always something exciting to do. All right, well, hey, good to hear you, Joe. Appreciate you checking in here tonight. And I think I also heard N8SKN out there. N8SKN out there. Bob, did I hear you?
KBF, this is N8SKN, Bob in Sugar Bush Knolls. No, you didn't, but here I am. So, should I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, and then I'll toss it out to someone else again. So go ahead, Bob.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. Thank you, Tom, for running the net tonight. Still let Jenny know I said hello, and since Pebbles was there, tell her I said hello. Sorry if I forgot. Thank you again for running the net, and also thank you to all of the net control operators that volunteer for this. It's great, and if anybody else wants to give a shot at it, just let me know. My information's on the club website. It's also good tonight, too, seeing we've had some first-time check-ins and first-time for 2026 check-ins, tonight, so that's good to see. And, yeah, I've been busy. I've had working extra this week. I work part-time, and I'm working full-time this week. So, haven't done much. Also, the same thing just like everybody else, trying to cut the grass when it's possible and not a swamp. So other than that, I don't have anything going on, so I'm going to turn it back to Ned. K8BF, edit SKN, 73s, everybody.
Hi, Bob. Well, thank you for stopping by, even though you haven't stopped by yet, but we found you. And I'll get the net log over to you probably sometime over the weekend. Yeah, I'm filling it in hand, and I'm just to the point now where it's getting sloppy, so I'll want to redo it before I send it to you. All right, next station, and I'm pretty sure there's someone else out there. Please call K8BF now.
K8TUY, Mike from Ravenna.
KB8TUY, Mike from Ravenna. Good to hear you, Mike. What's going on?
Well, I've been on the mower for the last couple hours, freezing my fingertips off. It was something, but anyway, I think I'm ahead on that. Just try to keep up with the neighbor. And, well, let's see, say hi to Jenny. She's there. And I'm looking forward to listening to this guy with the radio repair. I can remember getting into the back of old TVs and sometimes radios, poking around there. And getting hit with that high voltage spike sitting on that capacitor. But, yeah, I think I'd be interested in listening to this guy. So, I'll be there Monday night. KB8TUY, clear.
Mike, well, hey, we appreciate you checking in here tonight and look forward to seeing you on Monday and at Hamvention and at any of the other activities that are going on in this week coming up. Again, we've got the club meeting on the 11th. Mike Bryce is our speaker. Let's see, then we've got the POTA SIG on Tuesday, the 12th. We've got the FlexNet on the 13th. That's from your home station. And then we'll all be in Hamvention for the 14th, 15th, and 16th. So, like I said, it's fun to have a week with that many ham radio choices in it. All right, this is KBF. Anyone else out there that would like to check in tonight, please call now.
K8TQR, Keith in Springfield Township.
K8TQR, Keith. Have I got that correct, Keith?
Roger, roger.
Okay, well, go ahead with your comments, sir.
K8BF, this is K8TQR, Keith over here in Springfield Township. Thanks for getting me in here tonight, Tom, and waving hello to Jenny, and hello everyone else. I know I don't get in here a lot, but I did get your email the other day about the net being tonight, so here I am. Thanks for that email. It reminded me that Thursday night was net night. Not a lot going on here. Like everyone said, it was a nice day, just chilly. The wife and I did venture out, went to lunch, did a little shopping, back here to do lawn like most everybody's probably doing. I've got it caught up to where it's short now, but we got rain coming for the next couple of days, so by the time I get back to it, I know it's going to be much, much longer. Let's see. Oh, I got a package the other day. I bought two of the 25-year anniversary of the Bofang UV5R, and they are looking little radios. They're actually clear cased. Even the antenna is clear. One is, I guess they call it Glacier, more of a purple. The other one is what they call
I'm trying to remember what it's called now, but it's orange. And, oh yeah, it's Solar Blare. But they are nice little radios. They're a 25th anniversary. They come in a nice case. A bunch of other little doodads to go with it, but for $30 you can't go bad. I know people like to put boat bang down, but I happen to like those little radios. So anyway, that's my commercial for this evening. Just want to wish everyone a great evening, good Friday. Stay dry this weekend, and hope to hear you all on the air. This is K8TQR. Sending it back to you, Tom. Fine job running the net. Do appreciate it. This is K8TQR 73, and God bless.
All right, Keith, we appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you for checking in. And thank you for, wow, I would have never guessed that Balfangs have been around for 25 years. But I guess I don't doubt it. And that's just kind of a surprise to me. But very interesting, and very interesting that they have a special anniversary radio out there. So I'm glad you got a couple of them. All right, anyone else out there, please call K8BF now. Anyone, anywhere, please call K8BF.
K8OBA recheck.
Go ahead.
Just wanted to see if Rick WCK was still on there about that Hellschreiber net there. Find out. I don't remember what the frequency was.
Hey, K8WCK, if you're still out there, you want to give Ken some information on the Hellschreiber net?
This is K8WCK. Ken, it's at 7069.5. That's the waterfall frequency on FL Digi. And the mode they use is FSKH105. It's in the drop-down for Hell as you pick the mode in your FL Digi. So take a look at it. You might get a kick out of it. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Ken. This is K8WCK Clear.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll look for it there. You take care. Everybody have a good one there. K8OBA. Back to you, Tom.
All right, this is WB8LCD, net control operator for the PCARS Thursday night net. We're using the club call K8BF for the net tonight. Still looking for some more check-ins. If you're out there and have not checked in yet, please give me a call. Anyone, anywhere, please call K8BF. Just out there looking to see if I saw anyone else on the EchoLink board, but I do not. So I'm going to try one more time. This is K8BF. This is the PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net. If you haven't checked in yet and you would like to, please call K8BF now. Well, I'm not going to beat a dead horse to death here, but we've done pretty good here tonight. 27 check-ins, including the net control station, so feel pretty good about it. That's a good night. I appreciate you all participating here. Hearing nothing else, I'll go ahead and close the net. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to check in. Your participation is very much appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank the K8IV repeater owner for allowing us to use this repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 73 to all. Hope to hear you out there again soon. K8BF is clear, and this is WB8LCD. I'll be clear also. 73.
Thank you, Tom. W8NET.
No worries, Gene. I enjoy doing it. 7-3.
Yeah, you stretched out to an hour. It's 9 o'clock. K8IV.
Wow. I really wasn't trying to stretch it out to an hour, but I think that's a pretty good net, isn't it?
Say so. It's like the old days, you know. You hit the high 20s and even into the 30s. That's pretty darn good. That's a good net.
I think the best part was, you know, everybody was participating and, you know, making some comments, and that always makes it a whole lot better. And just a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. And you know what? It's not working rare DX, but it's hearing what everybody in the neighborhood's got going on, and that's a good thing.
I agree. You learn a little bit about everybody in some fashion, or what they're doing, or what they're up to, or same problems everybody else is having. Swamp yards trying to mow. Anyway. All right. Well, I'll catch you later. Nice job. The WB8LCD K8IV.
All right, Ed. Hey, good hearing you on the net tonight. Yeah, you're right. We hear you every week as the repeater IDs, but good hearing your actual voice out there. So we will talk to you soon, I'm sure. WB8LCD 73.
Bye, Tom. K8IV is clear.